Right, welcome everyone to another episode of the two British nerds, man. What are you saying?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm all good, man. I'm good, good, good.
You had the day off today.
Yeah, man. I had a day off today. I went to the park to relax. Came back, but I was alright. Surprised my hay fever didn't attack me.
You take anything for it?
Nah, I don't take any medication. Nothing works for hay fever unless I'm outside of the country. Nothing helps, man. It was medication and eye drops and nasal drops. None of it works, man. I'm planning when I go on holiday, hopefully in August, then I'll recuperate much quicker than I will be if I was like in the UK, man. Yeah, man. So start this, man. This week has been very. It's been a very Marvel week, don't you think?
Yep. The
Da-da-da.
Yeah, it's a huge week for Marvel, but it wasn't. It was unintended, unintended,
Leaked.
unintended week for Marvel,
It was all leaked.
which
Some
is
of it
good.
was anyway.
Which is good for us. I mean, I don't care about Marvel, but it's good for us, so because we can finally see their plans post Secret Wars. So I'm sure all you Marvel fans, were able to take a look at all the books. Yeah, I was hoping we can go through them.
Yeah,
Just
no.
quick.
If I go through it, I'm gonna go through all 45 books.
Yeah, well, did you say that was going to be 60 books?
Yeah, from what I was hearing, there was going to be 60, but you never know. They'll probably launch more titles once these titles are
Yeah, because like
launched.
some titles they weren't on this list,
Yeah,
so you know.
yeah, man. We'll leave that. We'll get to that in a bit, man. Start off with something
Yeah,
very very simple, which is they release pictures of the you know of for all you Ghostbuster fans, which is me. I'm not looking forward to the new reboot movie because.
why not?
Well, I mean, it's all chicks. You know what it is, yeah? It's just that it's one, you don't have the original cast. Two, one of them's passed away. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like Ghostbusters to me. It's just like for me, it's like they're rebooting all these movies. You know, from what I was hearing, they're also rebooting Police Academy as well. Um, you know,
Yeah, that was
uh,
surprising me.
yeah. I
I mean,
mean,
to be honest, I'm alright with all these reboots. The only one that I'll be upset if they reboot is Back to the Future. Just don't touch that one.
no, there was actually an article that came out. I believe it was the director that said there will be no reboot. He said there will be, I think, no reboot while I live.
Of Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
man, that movie is timeless. You can't touch that film.
don't do it, man. The thing is, you know, in these guys, they'll probably reboot it, right, and base it on Marty's kids.
Yeah,
They'll,
spin off. Yeah, spin
they'll,
off is alright. Just
they'll
don't.
do something like that, you know. Just leave it. The movies were good. The cartoon was good. You don't need a fourth one. Like, just
Cartoon was terrible, but anyway.
I like the cartoon, man. It was alright. Wasn't there two versions of the cartoon? Was there one?
There was a series, cartoon
Yeah.
series, which was terrible, but
I liked it. I loved it, man. I think it was nice. Plus, I loved
which
it.
it was based on Doc's kids, so I guess you might be onto something there.
I liked it. Plus, I also like the Jackie Chan cartoon as well.
Yeah, Jackie Chan cartoon was good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so going back to Ghostbusters, yeah, they released footage of the suits. They look like pretty much looks like the original. It looks alright. Like I said with me, I am a Ghostbusters fan. I love the movies. I just not really keen on uh, having all female cast. Plus, you got Chris Hemsworth as a receptionist. So that's a bit nuts. But then again, it could be a hilarious movie. But it's not a movie that I'm, really looking forward to seeing. I probably will see it, but it's not something I'm going to be like, yeah, I just think they should just leave, just leave it alone. But what I was hearing there will be cameos from the original cast in that movie. So that's something to look.
So like for me, I don't really I don't really have like a I'm not really a big fan of Ghostbusters. I mean, I like the cartoon. There was a cartoon for it, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
But I just didn't really gravitate towards it. I like the Ghostbusters, the first movie, but you know,
yeah. I liked all of them. I think for me, it was that time where it was just nice. It had humor, it had comedy. It was just easy. It's an easy going movie that everyone can just watch and laugh, just like Back to the Future. I liked it, man.
I like the music. Hopefully they don't try and reboot the music with all girls singing it. That would probably irritate me.
That's the thing. It's why I don't like reboots, man. Some movies are just not meant to be rebooted. Just don't do it. Leave the movie alone. If you're gonna do like a spin-off TV show or series, then
Yeah, just make
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But Ghostbusters is a movie that should never be really touched. It's it's a movie that, like I said, man, should never be touched, man. What else do we have? For all you old school Power Ranger fans, the Boom Studios are bringing the original TV show back into the comics again. So
Yeah,
yeah, man. So the
my
original,
Mighty Morphin are back.
yeah, man. Well, the funny thing is, the last time they had the last time they had the comic book apparently was in the 90s. So this is gonna bring back all of the original cast from the original series back into the comic book. So I'm looking forward to see if they've posted pictures of all the Power Rangers. One of them is obviously the Green Ranger, who to this day gets more ratings and recognition than any of the other Power Rangers. So yeah, Tommy the Green Ranger, he used to destroy all of them, and when he pulled out that sword, you knew it was over for all of them. So yeah, Power Rangers is coming back, coming back, and also next
Yeah,
month
the
also.
covers looked amazing as well.
Yeah, they're nice, man.
They brought some preview covers of
I guarantee.
the Green Ranger, Red Ranger, and
Yeah,
the Pink.
I guarantee they're gonna bring out all the they'll do like photo variants for each one as well. They're gonna fly out. They're gonna fly out quickly, man. They're gonna be. It's gonna be a collector's item. So
Yeah,
if
the
you're a
photo
par-
variants. I would want the photo
yeah,
variants.
man. Make sure you get them, man. They probably have like all of them morphing, or have it. They'll have a photo variant of all the Zords.
Imagine if they had the 3D variant,
That'll be nuts.
or what's the other one? The one that the 4G one, the 4D
Yeah,
one,
yeah. Why
one
not?
that DC had.
Why
That
not?
that'd be amazing.
And they'll do it, man. That's pretty cool because that's gonna attract a lot of people back, into that scene. Especially if you're a Power Ranger fan. So yeah, that's out. There hasn't been any really like releases on it, but I'm pretty sure for next week San Diego they'll probably announce something regarding Power Rangers. Also, the new comic by Grant Morrison is coming out. It's just basically called Santa Claus. He's saying that he's revamped Santa Claus. More details will come out because he's going to be in San Diego next week. So more information will be out next week. But you just see like an image of him, Santa Claus, standing like in the forest with like a ripped up bloody deer, I believe, on his back. So that should be interesting because his comics are nuts, man. Grant Morrison, the way he writes his stuff is nuts.
Yeah, I mean, Morrison always has something up his sleeve for San Diego Comic Con. San Diego Comic Con. I mean,
Yeah,
last year he brought us Multiversity. So, I was expecting something to come up for him. So, this Claus thing, he has spoke about it. Like, he's a huge fan of Santa Claus. I don't know if you guys have read Happy. That was also a sort of Santa Clausy or Christmassy sort of book.
yeah,
So he did hint on the more gritty Santa Claus book, and we'll definitely get more information during
yeah.
San Diego Comic Con.
So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what he puts out. That'll fly out the window as well. So I'll probably just be picking up issue one when that drops. Also, as we are in the month of July, I believe in July the 25th, 27th is when they'll release the first ongoing comic issues of the Blacklist. So make sure you get that. Also, for your Iron Man fans and Pompo, uh, Funko Pop collectors like myself, they'll be releasing an unmasked Iron Man from Age of Ultron, which is available to pre-order right now on Forbidden Planet. So you can order it right now and add that to your collection because that'll be worth a lot when it comes out. Anything that's unmasked by Funko tends to fly out the window. The Old Man Logan one, I mean not Old Man Logan, Logan from Wolverine, the unmasked one, that looks pretty sick. But I'll be getting the Iron Man one, so I'm looking forward to getting that. A little bit of TV news. If you're an Evil Dead fan like myself, because I love the movies, they were just crazy. The TV show comes out sometime late this year. It's starring, as usual, Bruce Campbell from the movies. Directed by Sam Raimi, who did the first 3 Spider-Man movies, and it's starring Lucy Lawless. So the synopsis of Evil Dead is basically he's Ash is just living his life and doesn't want to really go back into that life that he was into. But then a big I think it's a big disease or virus comes about and people start. I think they start changing into zombies and so forth. So he gets called back into it and does what he does best, which is basically just kill. So if you ain't familiar with the Evil Dead, it is gory, it is bloody, but it's also very, very funny and humorous. I think it's gonna give probably they will say that will give The Walking Dead a run for its money as well. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And again, that's set for late 2015. Again, some more San Diego news for all you Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. There will be exclusive figurines coming out in San Diego, so you can purchase yourself Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batmobile. They've also got a Batmobile, which is kind of custom. It has like the Superman logo literally at the front of the Batmobile in blue, while the Batmobile is literally black. But they'll be going for $25 to $30 each. So if you're a collector or you're a fan, that's something you'd probably want to. Speaking of DC, they've also released some pictures of Batman. Of Dawn of Justice. Have you seen them?
The toy figures.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the toy figures?
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they look pretty cool. I saw the Batmobile that was sort of mixed with the Superman one.
That looked kind of nice. Have you seen the images they released for the movie?
Yeah, I saw it today actually.
Yeah, it looks alright, man. I'm looking forward to this movie. I really want to see what they're gonna do. Lex Luthor looks nuts. Bruce Wayne looks pretty cool in there. Next year, we'll finally get to find out what this movie is really really about, man. So I am looking forward to basically seeing this movie, man. A lot of hype, a lot of pictures. Yeah, man. Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, out next year, 2016.
Did you see the 3 of them in the Entertainment Today picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looked amazing. Wonder Woman looks sick.
Like Batman looks like he's been pumping like weights. He looks huge. He looks really, really huge. I had something else. What else had I? I was gonna say to you. I said this in last week's podcast. It was regarding Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So they had Marvel. They gave some exclusive screenings to some of the reporters, And obviously, Marvel system, you guys cannot disclose any information regarding the movie, but you can speak about it and whatnot. So, they all had positive ratings about the movie, but they all commented on the same thing. They said the cutscenes on there's two cutscenes that are supposed to be completely nuts. One of the guys that was watching the movie said the woman behind him was quiet throughout the whole movie. As soon as one of the cutscenes came on, she started like screaming.
For the Ant-Man.
Yeah, so apparently the cutscenes are supposed to be like crazy, and they make references. There's references to Spider-Man in that movie.
Right.
Even James Gunn, after he watched it, did say that it's the best movie he's seen since Iron Man. They've released a lot of like TV spots, loads for Ant-Man, a lot of trailers, but I haven't seen any of them, and I'm avoiding all of the trailers. I just want to watch the movie. So I'm staying away from all the trailers, man. All of them. But yeah, it's a movie that's going to be how can I say it? It's a movie that's going to be, I think it's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy in a way. I think it's going to be maybe have that tone and that type of energy to it. I think it's a movie that everyone thinks, like Guardians, everyone thought was going to just completely it was going to flop, and it just turned around and just smashed it. So I got hopes for Ant-Man. Also, the director of Ant-Man, Peyton Reed, he said he's interested in doing an Ant-Man prequel about Hank Pym. So that would be nice if they was to do that. But I don't think Marvel would actually, do a prequel. But then again, you never know, because the interview.
A comic tie-in, the movie tie-in comic.
Yeah, just to basically give you the lowdown on the history of
I thought that was out already. I thought they released one already.
No, I'm talking an actual movie.
Of the comic.
Yeah, he wants to do a prequel about Hank Pym, but I'm not talking about the comic. This is the guy that actually he's directing Ant-Man, the movie. So he actually wants to do a prequel.
Right.
About Hank Pym. I'd be like, right, that'd be cool. So I just wanted to say also for people that missed last week's show that the Wasp has been casted into Ant-Man. I was gonna say something else. Yeah, they interviewed Kevin Feige about doing Marvel one-shots, just one-shot movies, and he was like, we thought about it. We don't know. He goes, I would love to be doing them, but obviously it's out of my control. But you never know. But I think one shots would be good, man. I'd do like a nice one shot movie instead of doing a second movie or a trilogy. Just do like a one shot movie, and that would be nice because we haven't seen that in a very, very long time. Period. Even the movies we thought were going to be one-shots, they kind of didn't. Like, for example, don't know if you know, but next year they are launching... So I said this on last week's show, but next year they're bringing an Independence Day 2, which is called Independence Day Resurgence.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so that's coming out. And that was the first movie to actually blow the box office. So 15 years later, part 2 is coming out, and like the synopsis is basically for that movie is after that war they had in the first one, after all the ships crashed on Earth, the humans managed to scavenge all of the leftover alien technology and make like a resistance. So Earth is pretty much ready. But what happens now is the aliens come back to Earth, and then another war kicks off. So that's the synopsis for Independence Day 2 Resurgence. It's supposed to be actually based on Will Smith's son. I even forgot the guy's name. So that's how long how old that movie is. I'm looking forward to it because I did actually enjoy the first Independence Day, man. It was a cool movie for its time. It was nice, man. It had comedy. It was serious. Had action. It was nice. So I'm looking forward to see what they do um with part two. Um, Also, again, more Marvel movie news. Doctor Strange will start shooting this November. They interviewed Kevin Feige, and he said that if you read the comics, that Doctor Strange, the way he becomes Doctor Strange, it's tied into, I believe, Tibet, where he goes and gets initiated into the dark mystical arts. He did say that there wasn't going to be really any Tibetan culture link to the movie, but there might be a few bits just from the original Doctor Strange comics, which is written by Stan Lee, but it's not really going to focus on that.
Was it you that was saying that they cast a woman to play the Sorcerer Supreme?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was actually gonna, yeah, I did. Well, I was coming to that. They interviewed him about that, and he said there's been a lot of sorcerers like throughout time and history. That's why they kind of might go for a woman, but he didn't actually confirm that she actually, I believe, has got the role. So it's still up in smoke until they actually make it official. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's pretty interesting to see what they're gonna do. I reckon they're gonna call Doctor Strange, right, Sorcerer Supreme, the original, like for the Actually, they haven't even actually gave it Doctor Strange an official title. It's just called Doctor Strange, so I'm assuming maybe if they don't, it doesn't have a subtitle. I would say that Doctor Strange, when they do the second movie, will be Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystical Arts and whatnot. But yeah, I'm looking forward.
They'll probably just call it Doctor Strange, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon. I reckon if they do a second movie, which I know they, hopefully they will do, that they will pretty much call it maybe Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystical Arts. Because I think part one is going to be about him just basically coming into grips and becoming Doctor Strange. Unless they call it Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. Who knows, man? But the subtitle will actually give you more hints into what the movie's really movie about. Also, before we move on, what do you think of the casting for Spider-Man?
Tom
Tom Holland.
I've always said that I don't really care because I just preferred it to be Miles Morales or Miguel O'Hara. So I'm tired of Peter Parker. I've been saying this for ages.
That's the thing. Do you think they can actually do Ultimate Spider-Man? Wouldn't they have to get the rights again or work with Sony to do that?
No. I don't know. I mean, obviously Sony, they still want to use Peter Parker, but this is just me personally. I'm just tired of Peter Parker. We've had so much movies with Peter Parker, and they're casting him so young, and to me that just says another origin story. But they're promising that it's not origin story, but
Yeah, it'll be nice to get. It'll be nice actually.
Just change it up a bit, like
Yeah,
give us Miles, or just give us Miguel O'Hara. Spider-Man 2099. Just do like a time travel story. A time travel story. Like he comes from the future and that'd be amazing.
It'd be nice if they it'd be nice if they did a one-shot movie of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at least that way it wouldn't tie into the Marvel universe in a way, like or to the 616 universe, which doesn't exist anymore because of Secret Wars. But it'll be nice.
I get the idea to like have like a thing to interlock. What's that word I'm looking for? Where everything links together with the comics and the movies. How there's a natural connectivity between both mediums. But at the end of the day, I kind of like the idea of the cinematic universe in its own separate universe, in its own little pocket. I like that. and keeping
Yeah.
the comics separate. But
No, it'd be nice. It'd be actually nice to have.
they're always trying to push comics though. So
True. No, but sure. I'd love to see like. It'd be nice if they did. If it would be nice if they did like a flipping a Miles Morales or even 2090 or like you said Miguel 2090. It'd be nice. Or it'd be nice to have like all three of them into one movie. Just do like a mad, just like a one shot movie. Do you know what I'm saying? Just a one shot movie.
or I mean, Peter Parker can still stay around. I mean, this is probably going to tie into our little discussion when the Marvel releases. Have Peter Parker in there, but also have Miles. Peter Parker will be like a mentor. Like he's already established Spider-Man. Like everyone knows who he is. But then
Yeah.
it's all about Miles Morales. So that's the story. What the story's about. But Peter Parker can still be there in the background as a mentor.
You never know.
I prefer that. Like like Ant-Man. How you got Scott Lang. He's Ant-Man. I mean, at the end of the day, the comics. Everyone knows it's Hank Pym.
Yeah.
But Hank Pym is like that mentor role for Scott Lang. Why didn't they do that for Spider-Man?
It'd be nice. That actually could work. It actually could work. It depends if Marvel wanna actually take that chance and do that. I guess. But I would love to see like a different. I would love to see like a movie with just they focus on someone like Miles Morales, a young kid that's just doing his thing. You know, still a one shot movie, man. That would work. That would really work. It would work. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this Tom Holland is capable of doing. Apparently, he does acrobatics in it, so he kind of fits into that. I guess that Spider-Man role. But yeah, good for him, man. He's just 19 years old. He's just pretty much he's sorted. He's sorted out, man. He's been casted into the Marvel universe. We'll see what happens. Have you seen the teaser trailer for the Civil War?
No.
Yeah, I posted it on my Facebook. It's 20 seconds long.
No, I saw that, but I didn't get a chance to see it. You just reminded me, actually.
I watched it. I was like, it gets you excited, but it shows you just doesn't show you really anything.
Was it a leak? Or was it like...
Nah, it wasn't. It was one of the Comic Cons. Kevin Feige was talking, and he goes, "Here's a little footage of Civil War." So it was pretty cool. Right. It was pretty cool, man. I was like, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Also, another news about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So, they interviewed James Gunn for, I say, 2 minutes and asked him just...
You mean Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
That's it. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Volume 2. And apparently that's what the mixtape's going to be called as well, I think.
What was Awesome Mixtape Volume 2?
Yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. They asked me a few questions, and he basically couldn't say it. Like he just said that it's going to be a bigger and smaller movie focusing on the characters, but it's also going to be an emotional movie because they're going to focus also on, I guess, Peter Quill's dad as well. So it's going to have that touch of finding out who he really is.
Have you seen Jurassic Park yet?
No. I need to.
It's actually really good. It's a really fun movie.
You saw it?
Yeah.
See, I'm going to have to watch it probably later on.
It was a really fun movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, he's a funny guy though, and you can't take him seriously, can you?
The thing is, he wasn't really like comedic in the film. He was quite serious.
I know, but if I saw him in real life, I'll laugh at him. He's just funny to look at. It's like someone there got Jim Carrey to do that number 13. You can't do it, man. You cannot get Jim Carrey to do a serious role. You just laugh at him. Like Chris Pratt has got that face. You just look at him and laugh. He's just funny. So, like, I'll watch it, and I know I won't take him serious. He's a funny. After seeing what he does in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's just, regardless what movie he ever does in his lifetime, he will be known as Peter Quill for the rest of his life. Right. So, what else did I have to say? Um, I f- okay. Yeah.
Well, what was I going to say? The Jim Starlin is back on Thanos. He's going to give us the Infinity finale. So all you old school Marvel fans of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, I guess he wants Jim
Ten.
Starlin always had this plan to finish off the story.
Yeah.
So Marvel's releasing the graphic novel of the Infinity finale
When's it out?
in 2016.
That is gonna. You know what? That is gonna sell out quickly.
Yeah, it's almost like a swan song of like the whole of the characters in that universe. But
Yeah.
it's the same 616 universe, but because they still had to have some sort of continuity to it,
Yeah. It makes
they
sense.
had to keep things
Yeah.
move things back to normal. But a lot of after effects of that story did take place of from the Infinity Gauntlet. It says that Thing is gonna return. Thanos is gonna be there, of course. Adam Warlock, Doctor Doom's gonna be there. Galactus, Silver Surfer, of course, Hulk. If you remember the Hulk, yeah, I think it was Grey Hulk. It was in there. Thor as well.
I'm actually gonna. Yeah. Go on.
So yeah, all these characters. There's no mention of Doctor Strange though, because he was quiet.
Yeah.
It's
You
quite
never
probably
know.
a
I'm
story.
actually gonna buy the because I haven't already. I'm actually gonna buy the omnibus of Infinity Gauntlet, and I'm gonna. It's the event, but it has every single tie-in. So I'm contemplating that and buying the omnibus or just buying the event. Buying the omnibus or just buying the omnibus or buying the just the main event. But I really want the whole thing, man. So I might just buy the whole omnibus and just read all of it and get every single you know, every single juicy bits of that event. Saying that soon they'll be tying Silver Surfer to Secret Wars as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you'll be in for a ride once you once you actually read Infinity Gauntlet. It's a mad story.
yeah, I know. My friend said to me, he goes, when you read up, he said, when you read it, because there's so many deaths in there, it's unbelievable. And you know what, right? Saying about, see, you're not reading Secret Wars, are you?
No, no, but
Uh,
I have a big idea what's going on.
have you read, okay, I will get to a lot of when you do the reviews, right? But that issue was just nuts. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but just read it. You know, we'll go into it after. But yeah, so I guess it's time to announce the 45 all new different series.
Actually, do you want to go through the books first? Then we'll finish off with the
Right.
yeah.
All
Then we'll
right.
finish off with the Marvel stuff.
Let me. See, I haven't read this yet. Damn. Okay. Um.
Oh yeah, there's another news we forgot. I mean, man, we're not prepared properly. My boy Rick Remender is leaving Marvel to I'm sure if you know loyal listeners, you all know that Rick Remender is my favorite writer, comic writer. He's writing such great books as
Deadly.
Uncanny Avengers, Deadly Class, Black
No.
Science, Low, Captain America. He also wrote Uncanny X-Force. What else is he writing?
He's writing another book, isn't
Yeah, so basically he's leaving Marvel. He's leaving the superhero business to go into create own projects. So
he?
my superhero side comic fan is like,
Damn. So what?
damn it.
But isn't he writing what was it? The Hydra book. Hell
Yeah,
Hydra.
yeah, he's writing Hill Hydra as well, yeah.
So that's his last book for.
I guess his last book would be yeah, I guess so, because that's because he's finished off the Uncanny Avengers book. 'Cause that's only going to be 5 issues. He only wrote one volume of that. So post Secret Wars, he's not there at all. So I guess, yeah, right. The last book he's writing would be Hail Hydra. I guess that's going to be like a swan song of this Captain America run he had straight all the way from the beginning of
Yeah.
Marvel now.
But
So
then again, though, he's writing a lot of books, man. Regardless,
yeah, we were talking about it last time. Like, how many books is this guy writing?
he's writing for Image at least. What? At least four. He's writing what for Image? Deadly Class,
Yeah, Black
Low,
Science,
yeah,
no,
Black Science.
and
Has
then
it?
Tokyo Ghost, which is coming out soon.
Yeah, that's four. And then he's writing. Yeah, it's too much, man. So that means he'd probably be focusing on more of the
And,
Image.
and I tell you that all those books that we're just listing down, all of them are amazing books. I mean,
Duh.
he's that sort of writer that like I wish he was writing for DC because
He probably will eventually. You never know.
well the create own books is the sweeter pie. At the end of the day, once you get your name out there,
Yeah,
you have a huge following. Like I can see Deadly Class as a TV show. You know, it's just that book is just made for TV. If you know what I mean.
yeah.
Black Science as well to a certain degree.
See, I dropped Black Science.
Yeah, I'll read that on trade, but that book is.
I might just have to collect. I might just start collecting it again. I don't know. I was gonna drop Deadly Class, but I thought, nah, you know what? Nah, I can't drop it.
As a creator-owned fan, as a creator-owned comic fan, I'm over the moon. But I'm still gonna miss him writing all my favorite characters in Marvel.
Wow, so I didn't know that. Nah, boy. Um, that's gonna be crazy. Well, that means he'll be writing more own created books then.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I mean, to me, he's on that level of like one of the greatest writers of our time. Like he's on that level with Grant Morrison, with Mark Miller, with
Yeah,
what's his name, Marv Wolfman as well. All these
yeah,
great writers, he's on that level with me. Mark Wade.
yeah.
Talking about Mark Miller, actually, they just announced his new book called Huck, and Raphael Albuquerque, he's going to be the artist on that book. So everything that Mark Miller touches, you just know that there's probably going to be a movie coming out after it.
Yeah.
So obviously with what's that, Kick-Ass as well as Secret. What's that thing called again? Yeah, Secret Service. So this book is called Huck. He announced it because the Image Expo is going on at the moment, I believe. So he just announced his Huck book with Raphael Albuquerque. Raphael Albuquerque, he's the artist for American Vampire, the book that he wrote, that he worked with Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Artwork,
this
artwork in that book is good, man. I liked it still.
apparently Huck, yeah, he says without giving it too much away about the Mysterio series, it's like it has like a Back to the Future, Indiana Jones sort of feel. So that's
Oh,
quite
cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
With Mark Miller writing all of that, I think it's gonna be quite amazing. Because the way Mark Miller writes his characters, he sort of goes over the top with them.
But it'll be interesting to see what they do, man. Right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do the reviews first, or do you want to go through the list?
Yeah, we can do. Let's talk about some comics. Yeah, that'd be great.
See, since I've cut down on comics, I haven't really. I've already literally got like 4 books to review. Um, it's funny because the one I wanted to review, I haven't read issue 1 yet, and that was just Scotty Young. What was it? Oh man, how can I forget the title? That's a little AVX versus Marvel. I'm gonna read that later on today. Right. So let's start off with Oh, before we start, tell me you picked up X-Men '92. Did you pick it up? Hello.
I'm sure I
Did
did
Did you read it?
because my order came.
Yeah. That is. You know, I was reading it. I thought it wasn't going to be good, but I reviewed it. I reviewed it last week, and it's really like a good book, man. If you're into the cartoon like I was, then it's on point. You know, they have the same characters, they bounce off each other. It's just written really well, and the artwork is more, of that period of, the 90s, like the cartoon. So if you're an X-Men fan, it's a good book to collect. So If you read it, when you read it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'll be definitely getting issue 2 because I thought it was gonna be a book of like, is it gonna be good? I didn't know. You know, I read it and I was like, yeah, definitely. So, X-Men '92, pick it up, please. Pick it up. So, you ready, yeah? Oh,
Yep.
all right. So, let me start off with a book that I really love reading now, and a book is a book that I'm hooked on. One, because it's by Greg Pak, and two, it's because it's a character that I don't really not like, but I find kind of boring. But he manages to write it. The storyline for this is very, very, very sweet, and this is Superman Action Comics by Greg Pak. Justice. This issue really, really makes you feel what Superman has to go through when he doesn't have the full capacity of his powers, and it kind of introduces you to really more of an in-depth aspect of how he actually works. Like I said, when his powers are declining, so he's more emotional, he's sweating, his heart's pumping, and he actually likes it. So he likes to feel the rush and likes, for once, how he's basically doing things more on a humane level. There's a lot of this book was very very it was very intense, man. There's a lot of blood, a lot of blood in this book. It involves Superman doing something that he basically would never do in his lifetime because he had to do it. He kind of puts himself in a very, very awkward position that gets him messed up. It's very, very. What can I say? It's kind of dark in its own way, but I like the way Greg Pak is writing the story. He's writing Superman like very, very, very good. Because I do like Superman, but I don't, because I find him boring. You know, I loved for example, the TV show, The New Adventures of Superman, Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain, because it had more of a funny, humorous, kind of more of Clark Kent than he did Superman. But it was just nice. The way you write this story is really good because it gives you like the aspect of Superman that hasn't really been portrayed. Like there's times where obviously he's lost his powers, but not like this where he's actually 50% or even less, you know, of Superman. So
This is that issue where there's a bit of a controversy with this issue because this is Superman talking about what sort of in opposition of police brutality. I'm sure everyone knows what's going on in the States right now, where people are protesting against the police, and like, you know, I know that there was a Superman. This is a Superman issue, right, where he's sort of against the police, right, or the police is sort of after him.
Yeah, no, he kind of like you said, it portrays. It really does portray police brutality in this, like hardcore brutality.
Yeah, so you know, Superman's always been the man for the people, and
Yeah,
so it's even though his powers are still going away, he's still pretty much. It still sounds like he's still within his character of who Superman really is.
yeah, definitely. It's the last page. You'll be like, "Ooh, should he have done that? Shouldn't he have done that?" But then, you know, he had to make a choice, or someone would have probably got, killed and whatnot. But like I said, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But you really have to, you know, if you're jumping on the DC wave with the new arcs, you know, this is a book to get, man, and also Batman as well, because I am reading Batman as well, and I'm reading this, so I'm loving Superman by Greg Pak.
I think it's interesting because you know throughout the years when comics has been around, they've always been sort of touching on you know society subjects and what's going on with society. It always reflects on
Yeah.
what society is, how like the current generation is of how comics are like as society has grown or has changed, so has comics, and sometimes comics leads the way, or sometimes comics just falling behind. If you know what I mean, like the X-Men, for example, they've always they sort of came out during the 60s, and that was when the whole civil rights and
Yeah.
people were protesting for all sorts. So definitely a book where you guys should sort of pick up, at least as a representation of this generation, of this time, what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, man, because they're putting what's happening in the world into into the comics, just like Stan Lee did when when X-Men was created. For all when you're reading X-Men, you're reading how people of color were getting treated back then when they had literally no rights. Where they were getting bullied, tormented. And like police brutality was, people were getting hanged and so forth. It was a very tough time. So when you're reading X-Men, you have Professor Xavier, who is pretty much Malcolm X, and you have Magneto, who's Martin Luther King. So,
That was pretty the other way around. Magneto was Malcolm X.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So they swapped basically I guess the personalities around. But when you're reading that's what you're actually reading. So this is why in the comics or even the movies, they never really, they don't. They're friends because they were both obviously Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. They were both on the same wave, but they were dealing with it from different angles. So the mutants basically are the people of color, or the people that have been tormented and bullied just because they're speaking up or because they're different. So that's why Stan Lee and Marvel made a big impact in those times, because people in that generation knew what was being written and that could actually relate to to that era and to that comic. So it's nice to see that you've seen it now again with in the comics you see it all the time, but I guess sometimes people they're not paying attention. They're really just for the entertainment. But someone like Greg Pak, he's writing it, showing you what's really happening, with police brutality. So it's an issue of where it's going to echo for a very long time. But apart from that, it's just a generally good book, and how he's depicted Superman in a way that for me is very, very good. So again, that's Action Comics issue 42, Justice, Greg Pak.
Yeah, and credit to the artist as well, man. Aaron Kuda. Aaron
Yeah.
Kuda is an amazing artist.
Yep.
You know, that's all I could say at the moment, because every time I look at his art, I just get blown away. He's so detailed, and yet kind of, he's quite. He's got a range of, like, the way he emotes the characters, like the way they express themselves. You can see their facial expressions, and I'm just looking at the previews now, where Superman's sort of upset, and I could just say, yeah, he's upset. So the artist is pretty much on top there.
Yeah, man.
Aaron Kudo.
Greg Pak again. Action Comics, Superman. Get it. The next book that I picked up, and I was looking forward to getting this book, is written by Joshua Williamson, and the artist is Luca Pizzari, and it's a tie into Secret Wars. It's called Red Skull, and what it really consists of is basically you have characters that have pretty much that were looking to get exiled or killed off by Doctor Doom, and the cast or the characters are Electro, Magneto, Moonstone, Jack-O-Lantern, Lady Deathstrike, and the Winter Soldier, and they all get captured by what do you call it? They get captured by Crossbones. So what's happening is when Doom, when Doom is ruling Battleworld, there was a resistance from the Red Skull, and what you get told is the Red Skull was outcasted and over the wall. And when you read, if you're reading sequels or not, when people get exiled or thrown over the wall, in that area you have the Marvel zombies versus the Age of Ultron. So you in a sense, whoever gets exiled over there gets killed or devoured because them, Ultron can't die, the zombies can't die unless you obviously aim for the head. So it's an ongoing war. So the news catches on that apparently the Red Skull might be still alive. So Doctor Doom basically talks to Sheriff to basically to Sheriff Strange, as he's called, and he basically gets Crossbones to gather up these guys, which is, like I said, Electro, Magneto, Moonstone, Jack O'Lantern, Lady Deathstrike, and the Winter Soldier to basically to go in to see if the truth, if he is dead or if he isn't dead. And what happens is one of the things is the way he captures Crossbones captures these guys, captures, for example, the team he's taken, he has a lock around their neck, and what this lock does, if they try to use their powers to hurt him, their powers backfire on them. So in a sense, they have to lead on. So what happens is basically he leads them to the wasteland, and their search begins for the so-called for the Red Skull. What's funny is when they come across the when they come across the wastelands and they go in there, they meet the zombies who try to pretty much kill them. But what's funny is they meet themselves. So you have a zombie version of, like for example, Electro, of Bucky and so forth. It's actually a very, very good book to read. The team is crazy, and there's a big surprise at the end of the book of issue 1, which will make you get issue 2. But it's written very well. There's a lot of humor. It's kind of gory as well. The artwork is detailed to a certain extent, but it's kind of dark, so it kind of sets the tone for Battleworld. Because if you read, for the Wasteland. So because if you read, or if you've read basically any of the Secret Wars ties-in or Secret Wars, you find out that area, which is the Wastelands, is like, it's very dark, very gory. It is very bloody as well. Those zombies don't eat anything because they're always constantly hungry. But it's nice to see a team like this actually working together. You know, I want to find out what happens in the next issue. I want to know if they start killing each other. You know, it's a team that it's a team that just do not work together as a team, but they're there to finish, to do what they have to do. If not, they will be actually killed, I guess, by Crossbones or Doctor Doom. So in a sense, they have no choice but to go. But like I said, it's a good book. I just got it because I just always wanted to know. I'm always a fan of the Red Skull because he's a character that's just crazy and he's just totally nuts. But again, that is Battleworld, the Red Skull, and it's a Secret Wars tie-in. If you want something different to read, something a bit crazy, a bit spontaneous, it would be a book for you. Again, with all the Secret Wars ties in, man, there's so many tie-ins. So it's all about you basically just getting some of the tie-ins, find the one that you like, and just keep on reading. You know.
Yeah, I mean Joshua Williamson, like he's writing Birthright. That's one of the books I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So he's mostly known for doing all these create-own books and quite dark books. He also done Nailbiter. Sorry, you remember that one?
Yeah, I've got issue 1 of Nailbiter, and I've got issue 1 of Birthright. I haven't read it. Have not read Birthright yet.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Birthright. Birthright is an amazing book.
So it's a very, very good book, man. Like, I really recommend it to a lot of people out there. What else? My final book is going to be to review is Secret Wars issue 4. Again, it's written by Jonathan Hickman. Artist is Esad Ribic. This continues from, if you've been following Secret Wars,
Just gonna stop there. The cover looks deep though.
which one of
With
you?
Alex Ross cover.
See, I didn't get that. I got the because I'm collecting the figurine variants.
All right.
But I'm actually gonna have to go back tomorrow or Friday to pick that one up because it is actually a nice cover.
Yeah, all the covers for Secret Wars. I mean, they commissioned Alex Ross to do all the covers for it, which is like a brilliant move. They made a huge investment to get Alex Ross to do all the covers for Secret Wars. So
Yeah,
it's a great way to sort of boost popularity.
yeah, man. He's a sick artist. Like I was saying, with if you was reading Secret Wars issue 3, it basically ended with the Enforcers of Doom's Justice being the Thors coming into basically just fighting the Cabal, which consists of Thanos, Black Swan, Terrax, Neymar, Promix, Midnight, Maximus, Corvus, Gavel, and the Maker, which is Mr. Richards from the Ultimate Universe. But this book it really goes right into the nitty gritty, and it kind of shows you the fight that's going on. You kind of find out this issue gives you like an origin of how Doom became the ruler of Battleworld, and you basically see more of what Strange has been up to as well with Doom. It's a very, very kind of dark issue, you know. You also see actually in this this book, you know, the full power and potential of God Doom. Because when I assumed he was just just saying he was God because he was on an ego complex, but he actually meets the heroes from the 616 universe and the Ultimate Universe in this, and he shows them their full potential. Let's just say he's a very strong person that two of the Marvel characters, from what I can see or to know, die in this episode. They die. They die. One of them, I don't think he dies because it's a character that can't die in a way. Actually, it goes both for both these characters. So, but from what you see, basically, is they get eradicated with just one touch. This leaves the story with Doctor Doom not very happy. The other Marvel characters seem to slip away from Doctor Doom. So we'll find out what they're basically been up to, what they'll be up to in Secret Wars issue 5. But it's I like this because from reading Secret Wars now you kind of get a hint to how things happen and what's really happening, and it kind of gives you now a very, very big idea into the power that Doctor Doom actually has, because he has a serious amount of power, like serious amount of power, and you know he has power that no man, like he can't be touched. But I think the only person that can pretty much hurt him or make a difference in this will probably be his enemy, probably Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, I highly recommend this book because you know you have two deaths, an origin story, and it's a lot of intensity and fun. I really do love Secret Wars. It is probably so far it is actually the best Marvel event they've actually done in this period, because it kind of gives, like I said, everyone an opportunity to get back into comics, but it's an event of where they've eradicated the Marvel universe and the 616 universe, so everything is starting up fresh again. I did pick up also, like I said, little AVX versus Marvel, but didn't get a chance to read that or issue one. So I'll probably be reviewing them in next week's podcast. Also, I managed to pick up a Mike Dialato cover variant of Spider-Gwen issue 2. You know, I've been waiting to get it for a very long time. It came out, I believe, about 2 months ago. It went down to like from £10 to £6.99, so I picked it up. But it's a very cool cover of her just sitting on a webbing doing her shoelaces, I guess. But yeah, that's basically my reviews for the week. Also, actually, I'll touch upon that when we get to the Marvel's Mad 45 comic books that are coming out in October. Just so you people know, Secret Wars, after Secret Wars, they're moving after Secret Wars issue 8, which is the final issue. They'll be moving 8 months into the future. So I guess when you read all these Marvel number ones, they kind of give you sort of a backstory to what's been happening in the last in those 8 months. So yeah, man, that's me. It's time for you.
Well, I haven't really read anything new.
Yeah.
Since we're sort of going against time, let's just go ahead and talk about these plethora of Marvel books that we should talk about, that we should go through. Do you think?
Yeah, I've got the list in front of me.
All right, okay. Where you get your list from?
I'm on if you want to go on, I'm on comicbook.com.
Why don't you just go to Newsarama? It's a lot easier there.
Oh, 1 second. It's like the news.
Because that's pretty much from the
Newsarama. Right, I'm trying to find it. Newsarama.com, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just sending it to you on Skype.
Gotcha.
Because it's because I was gonna go through it through my phone because they had it free on Comixology.
Okay.
That's fine.
Where's the viewer? So it starts with A-Force, right?
Yeah.
Man. You know what? Right.
Are you reading the current A-Force book?
No.
Okay. Well, it looks like they're still keeping with the Dazzler costume, the new costume of Dazzler. Captain Marvel's there, of course. There's that new character, that lady in the middle. I believe she's a new character.
Isn't she from Infinity? Or for the previous Uncanny Avengers?
I don't know.
She looks familiar.
She's not in Uncanny Avengers at all. No, but she's a new character that they brought into A-Force in the Secret Wars tie-in.
Yeah, and this is written by
G. Willow
Wilson.
She's the same writer that's writing Captain Marvel. Sorry, Miss Marvel.
Okay. Is that George Molina, the artist?
Yeah.
And Victor Ibens as the cover artist. We'll see. Right. I forgot Medusa's there as well. And She-Hulk.
Hello?
Yeah, it just said connecting for some reason. I don't know why. But
Are we recording?
Yeah, it's recording. It's just it just said connecting for a few seconds. All right.
So that's A Force number one. And it says A Force to be reckoned with.
We'll see.
Truly.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
it.
One of my
Here's your boy.
favorites.
Boy. Coulson.
Director, Agent Clark Gregg Phil Coulson. And so they've Agents of Shield. So okay, so no more Mark Wade.
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because the writer, he's the same. He's one of the writers for Arrow, one of the producers for Arrow, the TV show.
Oh wow. So Mark
Yeah,
Gunningham, Gunningham,
Guggenheim.
Guggenheim, and Mike Norton is the cover artist. So pray it says keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yep, that seems
I'm
like
glad.
Coulson, all right.
I'm glad to see Hydra back in the mix.
They have to. They need to do an issue with Agent Ward. That guy is serious. They have to bring Ward back into the comics.
So it says keep your friends close and your enemies close. Agents of Shield number one. They changed the name, isn't it, from
Shield. Yeah. Shield one for all you people that have been collecting Shield. It's just been basically Mark Waid writing every issue, but with a different creative art. With a creative like a lot of different artists in each issue. So it's been pretty cool. It's funny, humorous, dark. You see they kind of resurrect Doctor Strange in there, which is his storyline, his arc. It's a good book. The last issue actually had Mr. Hyde and Daisy Johnson, and they had a big, there was a big fight between them, like literally where they went toe to toe, where she was infected by a certain so-called virus disease that she blamed her father for passing on. So it was a very, very intense emotional issue. So that's the last episode of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I'd say. So looks pretty interesting here. They have snakes as the front cover.
Hail Hydra.
Hydra. Please, man, bring Agent Ward. Right. All new.
Another Alex Ross amazing cover by all new, all different Avengers 1.
Boo.
Yep, I'm pretty excited for this one actually, because this is Mark Waid and Adam Kubert, as well as Mahmoud Azra, working on this book. I'm pretty excited about this book, because this is Miles Morales in with the Avengers, as this is his debut joining the Avengers.
Then again, this will be a collector's item, I guess, because he's actually in. This is the Marvel Universe with the Marvel cast. So you have the Vision, you have Miss Marvel, you have Sam as all new Captain America, Iron Man, who we don't know who he is yet, or do we? Nova.
Yeah, they confirmed this Tony Stark.
Oh yes, my bad. Tony Stark, and you have Miles Morales. I just forgotten that. You know what? I've lost it. Who's the new four again? I forgot.
Jane Foster.
That's it, Jane Foster. And it says Earth's mightiest crossed, most dedicated heroes.
That is quite interesting. They're saying that because anyone could be an Avengers, and this team
Yes.
this team is really random because Kamala Khan, as well as Vision and Tony. I guess it's quite weird because you got the sort of the mature heroes, as well as the really young heroes. Got Sam Alexander there. He's a little kid, same as Kamala Khan and Miles. Three of them are kids. Whilst Vision, he's been Avengers since forever, same as Iron Man.
Yeah, they've got a power team of four and the Vision. Pretty much two gods in a way. So it's a very powerful team.
So it's like you got reimagined. Well, not reimagined. You got like Thor and Cap, who's replaced the original Thor and Cap. You got Iron Man and Vision, who's been Avengers since forever, and you got kids, which is Kamala Khan and Sam Alexander, and you got a brand newcomer, which is Miles Morales. So this is a very interesting
team.
Yeah.
I will be picking this up. It's because it is Mark Waid. I want to see what they do.
Yeah, you just know that this book's gonna be serious.
I just want 04 to come back. Then he probably will do when they release the new 4.
Yeah, Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So okay, let's go to the next one. All new Hawkeye, Jeff Lemire, Ramin. Oh, Perez is doing this. Oh, so it's the same team. Cool.
You're collecting this, right?
Yeah, well, I dropped it. I wasn't really. I kind of just dropped it. I thought,
But to be honest, I mean, the book just came out, then Secret Wars just hit.
yeah.
So
So technically, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because it'll be released in issue 1. Um, what's interesting about this? It says Hawkeye versus Hawkeye, and there's a woman with a bow and arrow, and there's Hawkeye who looks like he's really old.
that's Katie Bishop. That's his, she's also Hawkeye as well. So
Ah,
that's an old Hawkeye. That looks like a Hawkeye from Old Man Logan.
exactly.
So
Okay.
so
Basically, what I'm
so
gonna say after Secret Wars now, it's like who is really who? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if they kill a character off and then he appears or she appears in, I don't know, in an Undying, is it really her? It's just gonna be. It's just nuts. So it's just nuts, man. It's really nuts. But yeah,
yeah, Jeff Lemire is really great taking bites out of Marvel. This post
yeah.
Secret Wars.
He wrote Hawkeye. He wrote Green Arrow, and now he's jumping on Hawkeye. So it's really interesting. Yeah. So that's coming out as well.
All new Hawkeye #1.
And all these books should, like I said, will be out October.
I thought it was August.
Was it? I was told October.
Okay, well, it's coming
But
out soon.
then again,
It's
you
coming
never
out
know.
soon. I don't know either. So.
All right.
All new Wolverine.
Ooh.
Yes, about time.
Oh. If you want to tango with someone, why not try your luck against the new Wolverine? Best there is at what she does.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of X-23. I like her. Obviously she's a clone of
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Sort of like a surrogate daughter of Logan. But what's interesting on this is Tom Taylor. He's taking writing duties on this because we all know Tom Taylor for writing Injustice, as well as the Earth 2 books in the beginning. So Tom Taylor, obviously, he was also writing Superior Iron Man when he joined Marvel.
Yeah.
So Tom Taylor on Wolverine, I'm sure this is going to be an amazing book. We have X-23, who's a really, really great character. I'm so happy for her. She's finally got her own book once again. It's been a while. But this time she's been promoted to Wolverine, to be Wolverine. And she is definitely the best at what she does.
I wonder if she's going to be, since she has the X logo, if there's going to be any connection with her and the X-Men.
We'll get to that.
Da-da-da. All right. Just moving on to all new X-Men.
Yeah.
Finally, on a mission to make their own future. Finally,
I like the Scooby van they're driving.
the X-Mobile. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, X-23 is there. She's part of the all new X-Men. So they're obviously going on their own separate journey away from the X-Men. I guess they're still sticking around after the post-Secret Wars.
Yep. Looks like it.
So if you notice, there's no Jean Grey there.
Didn't she? She left, right? Didn't she?
I don't know what's going on with that book, to be honest.
And this is with Dennis who?
Then it's hopeless.
Hopeless. Mark Bagley on the artwork. So yeah. Make sure you save your money for all these 45 books. Okay, as we move on to, yes, this Amazing Spider-Man, I like it. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue 1, Dan Sloth, and just so you people know, when you see the cover for this, it was actually Alex Ross that's designed the suit for Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah,
No wonder it sort of feels
vintage.
nostalgic. Yeah, kind of vintagey, nostalgic.
But that's the thing is, this was actually one of his first suits when they revamped it, when he had the webbing just underneath like the ribs. The only thing that's
The web wings.
yeah, web wings. The only thing that's really changed that he's done, Alex, was he's made the spider logo really bigger. Just so you know, in this book, what was I gonna say? Peter Parker has, he steps up in Parker Industries. He moves forward and becomes, I guess the company grows, like Dan Sloth was saying. Um, the suit has more technology in it as well that they're going to reveal pretty soon, this original suit of Spider-Man. And Spider-Man even has, in this now, he even has a Spider-Mobile as well, which is weird.
Yeah, that is back. It's back. The Spidey car.
Yep,
That's,
that means now Parker has invested time in his work. You'll be seeing a lot more technology coming out. I can't pronounce the artist's name for this.
Giuseppe Camicoli.
That's it. And Alex Ross is the cover artist on this. So it says your friendly neighborhood just got bigger. Out of his
Yeah,
45 books, there's one book I'm excited about getting.
yeah, definitely. I mean, they're even saying this is. I mean, it was Dan Slott said that he's going to be a more of a global Parker because you can see that it says Peter Parker Industries and he's opened in China as well. You see the Parker Industries
Oh
logo.
yeah. In a
Um,
sense, he's becoming like he's a miniature version of Stark Industries in a way.
yeah, I'm super glad that Peter Parker is moving on and you know
And
going sort of pushing his
is that is that
no,
Mary Jane with him as well?
no, those are Chinese ladies next to him. He like has his full potential. Peter Parker is always so bright. He's
He holds back.
he's bright. He holds back his powers, yeah, but he also holds back his smarts. That's what I think. That's the reason why Superior came along to sort of push him to say, no, look, you're a brilliant person. Everyone knows Peter Parker, so let me start off my own Parker Industries because he's the one obviously that created Parker Industries,
Yeah,
and now Peter Parker's moving forward with it, which is great.
cool, man. Let's go
Is
to
what is what is
yeah,
what people always wanted.
yeah, for real, man. He was always stuck in like the past and present, not moving forward. So it's nice to see that now we have a more bigger Peter Parker, which means you're gonna have more of a new arc and a new part of history to add to him and see that how that will affect him as being Spider-Man. Um, okay, the next one, Angela.
Angela.
Is this actually Angela we're talking about?
Yeah, it looks like she's taken over. She's taken Hella's place as as the Queen of Hell, which is interesting. I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on with Angela at the moment.
She's just nuts. She's like a super powered powerhouse, man.
So it looks like she's sort of making room for she's making her own little space or little
Yeah,
corner of 616. Well, the new
this is
Marvel
interesting.
universe.
You have two artists on this book,
Yeah, Stephanie Hans. I mean, she's a great artist. She's done a lot of
and
stuff.
Kim Janato,
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I only know who Stephanie Hans is.
and the writer is Margarita Bennett.
Is Marguerite
Uh,
Bennett.
Marguerite, okay, my bad.
Marjorie Bennett.
Marjorie Bennett.
I tried to say it in French. But
Um,
yes, Marjorie Bennett. She's done a lot of stuff for DC. Actually, she done that Lois Lane title. She's also writing what's the A Force book as well. That's in Secret Wars.
it looks very pardon me, very dark, but we'll see what she has to offer.
But yeah, it's pretty much like Stephanie Hans. I mean, she's done all the artwork for Angela, the Age of Asgard book. So she's sticking along. I guess she really enjoys drawing the character.
Yeah,
Hell hath no fury. She looks mighty comfortable there, boy, as the Queen of Hell.
yeah, she's chilling. Right.
She's supposed to be the angel as well, right? So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, and Marjorie Bennett, she enjoys a lot of horror stories, and she's a horror fan. So I guess this book's gonna be pretty dark.
Um, um, it suits her, man. Right. Where are we next? Astonishing Ant-Man. Once a criminal.
Question mark.
and it looks like they're going for they're gonna tie it in with the movie as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's next to like some of the. You remember Superior Foes?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's that. I forgot her name. I know Grizzly and Rowan, but yeah, it looks like what's his name? Scott Lang. He's gonna play around with he's gonna skirt around the idea of being a villain or being a criminal because he used to be a thief. So this will be interesting. Definitely be interesting because Nick Spencer he did write Superior Foes, so he was writing that man. So this would be a really really fun book.
and he was writing Bedlam until they cancelled it. I just found out a
Have
few
they
weeks
cancelled
ago.
Bedlam?
Well, I found out just a few weeks ago. I think it's been scrapped. It's been cancelled. I think
Oh, that's a shame.
that book was amazing. I just wanted to know what happened next. Then again, you never know.
To be honest, who was the artist?
Is it Ivan? What's his name? What to do is go on to the Image website.
But that's a shame that they're cancelling that book.
Well, I'm on the site now. Here we go. Yep. Looks like it has been. Well, I can't see anything on the website. Like, Bedlam issue 11 was supposed to come out. Is it January 22nd, 2014? Looks like it's gone.
Well, it looks like this Astonishing Ant-Man is the same team that done the Ant-Man book before the sequel was. So.
Yep. So yeah, for you Ant-Man fans, you're getting Astonishing Ant-Man.
This book is one to look out for. To be totally honest, because everyone loved Superior Foes had a lot of critical acclaim, as well as the Ant-Man book. People really enjoyed that. So this is definitely something one to watch.
Oh yes. Moving on.
Next is Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
Yeah, Chris Anker. Chris Anker hardly does any interiors, to be honest. Chris Anker, I'm sure you know, is the one that's always designing all the designs for the superheroes.
Sweet.
So and also Kelly Sue DeConnick, she left Captain Marvel. I guess she's gonna be focused more on her own book. So this is gonna be a Captain Marvel book without Kelly Sue DeConnick. So.
Tara Butters.
Well, it has Tara Butters and Michelle Fazekas. I don't know who they are, but
Me
I'm
too.
sure this will be
I
interesting.
don't know. So Captain Marvel, it says Captain Marvel Rises, so that's out as well. Next, moving on is Carnage.
Mike Del Mundo. He's the one that done the cover for this.
His artwork is amazing, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He was doing. I don't know if he's still currently doing. Electro.
Electro got cancelled, but the artwork on Electro was out as well.
And it says, Marvel. It says Descent into Madness. And if you know Carnage, you know he's a total nutcase. He's a psycho killing. He's just beyond crazy. So if you know about Carnage, and then this is a book for you, man.
Yep.
Carnage.
Next.
This looks interesting, and I'm contemplating actually maybe buying this. Contest of Champions.
This is based on the game, isn't it?
Ah, yeah, that's why it sounds familiar, man. Yes.
Yeah, it's based off the game, like how.
It's gonna be like basically war then, right?
I don't know. I've never really played the game. I saw into the preview. It's almost like the Injustice comic, because that's based off the game. So I guess Marvel wants to hit that market as well.
So
it's got a future imperfect Hulk in there. That guy is a total beast.
Paco Medina on the artwork.
Al Ewing as well. Wicked writer.
Yeah, I was collecting. What was I collecting in? Was it Shield? No. I can't remember the book. I can't believe it. But he is a total beast. He writes really good. And it just says,
Yeah, I mean, he was right in Loki, but
that's it, yeah. And it just basically just says, contest of champions when heroes gather. So look out for that one. Um,
yeah,
Next, this I am definitely getting.
I don't blame you, man.
Daredevil issue 1, and he's in a very very black gritty suit. Charles Soule's writing this. Ron Garney, artist. It
And
says,
you know,
yeah,
Charles Soule is he's a lawyer as well, so
yeah, man. So you're gonna get the ins and outs of this. It's called The Devil's Apprentice.
the Devil's Apprentice.
Apprentice.
And a lot of people were saying that's Gambit, but apparently it's not. So I guess that guy's going to be.
Looks like him.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you know, we all know that Daredevil was trained by the old man called Stick. So I guess what's his name? Matt Murdock's gonna pass down his teachings, which would be interesting as well because Matt Murdock's he's never had a sort of apprentice or never really had someone to. Well, he's always he had Elektra, but
Yeah.
but Elektra she's a character of her own. So this is the first time where he's gonna have someone directly under him.
Just watch out, guys. Expect like 20 million variants for this one.
Charles Soule, Daredevil, Matt Murdock. Don't miss it, guys.
Yeah.
Next up, everyone's favorite hero.
I thought he was dead. I thought the guy was dead. He got killed, but he's
Yep.
back.
He's back signing babies.
But then again, he can't really die because he's Deadpool. issue 1, it says more Deadpool than you wanted. The writer on this is Jerry Duggan.
Same guy, same writer.
Cover artist Tony Moore, and the artist Mike Hellthorne.
So yeah, I'm not really reading any Deadpool books, but it's great that he's back. So, which I knew he wasn't going anywhere.
True. He's a nutty character.
Especially when his movie's coming out soon, so he's not going anywhere. Next up,
Boy,
your boy.
Doctor Strange, the master of the mystical black arts, Stephen Strange. A surgeon that had a car accident that destroyed his whole life and his hands and got initiated into the mystical arts by the ancient one in Tibet, battling his arch enemy, Baron Mordor. But yeah, this is going to be a new Doctor Strange. Jason Aaron writing this, Chris Batchelor on the art. Expect a very different Doctor Strange with weapons.
You know, I might get this book just for you.
Huh?
And a review just for you. Because I know you're a huge fan of Doctor Strange.
Huh? Say that again?
I said I might get this book just for you because you're such a huge fan of Doctor Strange. So
I'm getting this book.
yeah, it's been a while since he had his own books. I'm pretty excited to hear good things and maybe read good things from this.
It says some surgery requires a scalpel, some an axe.
Yeah, and an arrow apparently.
Well, we'll see, because I can't see his amulet there, so something's gone a bit wrong. Next up is... This is going to be a very interesting book. Drax.
Yeah, written by CM Punk and Cullen Bunn. We all know Cullen Bunn. You know, Cullen Bunn, one of the writers who's writing everything in comics. He's literally writing every single book.
Ed McGuinness on the artwork, so the interiors will be very, very nice. This will be a collector's. CM Punk, as we all know, is CM Punk. I quit the WWE to go start writing comics. So, Drax, issue 1, best in the galaxy.
This would be fun.
Extraordinary X-Men.
See, this one I'm keeping my eye on because it has all of my favorite mutants, except for it has all of my favorite mutants: Wolverine, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler.
Who's that in the background?
That's Colossus.
He looks weird.
You have Magic there. You have Iceman, Storm. Oh, Jeff Lemire as well taking this book. Oh my goodness.
You have Ramos on the artwork.
Yeah, this one I keep my eyes on. They're still hated, they're still feared, and they're still standing. Yep. X-Men. Extraordinary X-Men. That sounds, I don't know, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to read this book.
Yeah. Next. Guardians of the Galaxy. I missed it.
Where's Gamora?
Well, she left in the last issue for some. She grew so powerful that she just she just left. She just left. She left.
That's a shame.
She'll be back though. She has to be back. I reckon she'll be back sooner or later.
Well, it says the Raccoon's in charge. Rocket's in charge now.
We'll see. This is by Brian Bendis and the artist is Valerio.
Shitty.
Yeah.
Scooty.
Scooty, yeah. So this you have Groot, Revamp Venom. Well, hold on a second. That isn't Peter Quill. Or is it Peter Quill?
No, it's a female. See, a lot of people are saying that might be Kitty Pryde.
Could be, or his sister.
Does he have a sister?
Yep. Drax is there, Rocket Raccoon, and Benjamin Grimm the Thing is there. He doesn't need to be there, but why is he there?
I noticed that before. Remember the first sort of sneaks of... I was like, the Thing has joined Guardians.
Who?
The Thing.
It doesn't make any sense.
So Peter Quill has a sister?
Yeah, if I was reading, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I guess... what if they bring her into Guardians Volume 2?
You never know.
Okay. Well, Bendis is still taking the helm of Guardians, so expect this book to be fun.
Okay, moving on to the next. Right. This is a nutty book on its own anyway. Howard the Duck, yes again.
Yes, again, Chip Zdarsky, another weird writer, or weird character, weird person. We all know Chip Zdarsky of Sex Criminals.
I dropped that ages ago.
Howard the Duck.
He's a funny character. He's a very intense, crazy character. They had to, actually in the comics, they had to narrow him down because he was really raw in his old series. You know. But yeah, Howard gets a new hat. So yeah, watch out for Howard the Duck. Next again, we have the Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, Dundam Dugan is in there, right in the middle.
Oh yes, he is.
And also Jasper Sidwell. I don't know if you remember him.
He got killed, right?
Yeah, he's sort of this is sort of like undead people, or this is like the monster book for Marvel, because you got Man-Thing there. You also got what's that guy's name again? You know, Hulk's villain. I've forgotten his name. It's gonna anyway.
It's just to fight the monsters of the world. We need the monsters of the night.
Yeah, because Dundam Dugan's dead, so I guess this is like the monster. I don't know if you're reading Miss Deadpool and the Miss Deadpool and the Howling Commandos.
No.
But anyway, I mean, this is another sort of book for S.H.I.E.L.D., if you know what I mean. So I guess S.H.I.E.L.D. is sort of creating its own little section of the Marvel Universe with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well as Howling Commanders of S.H.I.E.L.D. A lot of people are speculating that Agent Carter is going to get her own book as well.
She will. No doubt she will. Moving on to the next one, yeah?
Yeah, the Illuminati.
Right, I'm going to get this because it has Illuminati. And I'm just thinking of the Avengers Illuminati. Probably won't be the same thing, but...
No, it's the same thing. This is like a I mean, it's Joshua Williamson writing this, obviously, you know. But this book seems like it's like Superior Foes, like the book about villains.
Yeah.
That's what this book's about. So this is going to be more sort of evil villains, sort of taken to the next level of villains, and they're sort of the old school villains. You have, I think, Hyde's is part of the script. You can see he's got another Hulk villain. It's interesting. That's 2 Hulk villains now. The Absorbing Man. That's it. He's there. So yeah, this will be interesting. With obviously Joshua Williamson writing it.
Yeah, it should be interesting books.
Next up, Invisible Iron Man. We spoke about this already with Michael Bendis.
Yeah.
So Tony's back as the Invisible Iron Man with Bendis. Beautiful art.
It's gonna be good.
David Marquis.
Definitely getting this. Watch out for so many variants in this one. It's gonna be crazy.
Upgrade from the Superior. Interesting.
About time.
That symbiote suit was kind of OP, That silver one. It was like a symbiote sort of suit. The Superior Iron Man
mashed him up.
That suit was OP, bro. Overpowered, honestly.
Yeah, I was flicking through the book. It seemed a bit nuts. But yeah. Next up is
Karnak.
Wait. This looks very, very voodoo in a way.
David Aja, obviously from he's done the cover. He's one from Hawkeye. Warren Ellis
from Image.
Yep. Karnak is an Inhuman. This dude is like no one can beat him in Kung Fu, bro. He's that sort of guy that he can see everyone's weakness and just hit the right spot and boom. He's that guy. He's that Inhuman guy, bro. And he's one of the smartest people in the universe in terms of strategy and all that. So Karnak is getting his own book, part of the Inhumans. So this will be Warren Ellis as well. Jeez.
It's gonna be a very, very interesting book.
This book might be like Hawkeye level, where it just comes out of nowhere and everyone's like,
yeah,
you got to read this. Because Warren Ellis is that guy. The way he writes is just raw.
I'll be picking this up then.
Miss Marvel, next up.
Right, so this has crushed it.
G. Willow Wilson's back on it. Same team, Gary numbered, which is fun.
2 artists on this again.
Yeah.
Same artist, same team, man.
Same team. It's just being renumbered.
So
she survived the Secret Wars carnage.
I haven't read it yet. I'm actually need to read that today. I just haven't read it yet.
So it's great to see Kamala Khan back.
Yep, she's a funny character. There's actually, if you've been reading it, there's actually a hint of where one of her family members might be an Inhuman as well.
Oh wow.
So watch out for that. Alright, next up. New Avengers! Really?
Yeah, with Al Ewing as well back in it.
So, Is that the new Hulk?
No, that's Hulkling. That's Wiccan. Hulkling, he's a shapeshifter. And it looks like Hawkeye is there as well, a younger Hawkeye, which is weird.
See, I don't know any of these characters.
No, that's Hulkling, that's Wiccan. I don't know who the lady is next to Hawkeye,
okay.
but I know that's Squirrel Girl. And the guy that's holding the sign, that's Sunspot. So he bought AIM. Well, you weren't reading the Avengers. Yeah, he bought AIM, and now he changed AIM. AIM was Advanced Idea Mechanics, and now he changed it to Avengers Idea Mechanics. So.
Oh wow, interesting. So it says Avengers Idea Mechanics. We aim to help. It's not bad.
Interesting, isn't it?
Alright, next up. Nova. He's back. It looks like he's with his dad this time.
I don't know if it's his dad, but it says family business, I guess. Because a lot of people want Richard Rider back. So I don't know.
Seen Ryan writing it. Corey Smith, artist. and Ramos on doing the cover art for this one. So we'll see. I like the first couple issues of
Yeah,
Nova.
you like the Mark Wade one, didn't you?
Yeah, and after that he left. I just didn't really. I just dropped it. So yeah, interesting book though. It should be interesting.
I've never been into Nova. To be totally honest.
Me too, man. I just like the Mark Wade, the way he was writing it. To be honest. So
I've
yeah,
never really got into him. Like, even Green Lantern, because he's supposed to be like, because Nova is the space police, like Green Lantern is the space police. So I don't
interesting.
know.
All right, next up, oh my Logan.
Yes, this one I'm getting 100% getting. Yes, I am getting because one of my favorite artists, Andrea Sorrentino, and Jeff Lemire, they're back together. I don't know if you guys remember the Green Arrow run they both had. They were working together on Green Arrow, so they're back again.
Dig at
But
DC.
back again together in Marvel. This time with Old Man Logan. I am in.
It's gonna be nice.
Older, wiser, and sharper.
Oh yes, and that's Oh My Logan coming out soon. Next up, Sam Wilson, Captain America. This is very interesting because you have a split screen with Steve Rogers on one side, Sam Wilson on the other side. They're walking apart. It says, "Who do you stand with?" This will be a very, very It's gonna be very a bit. I reckon it's gonna be a bit hard, maybe a bit dark because you have Nick Spencer that's writing this as well.
This one I might get because I like Daniel Kinyo's art. He's the same artist that worked on Uncanny Avengers, and so I love Cap, Steve Rogers.
Yeah,
I'm really going to like Sam Wilson as Cap. So this would be something that I'm going to consider collecting.
for real.
Yeah.
I'll be picking this up as well. That's Sam Wilson, Captain America, coming out soon. Right, this I don't even think she should be getting her own book, to be honest. But this is
Start
Scarlet Witch.
number one. James Robinson, Chris Wada. Wait, I mean the team that's working on this.
Kevin Wade. What?
Kevin Wada. He doesn't do interiors. He only does like covers, and he only does variant covers. So I suspect he'll only do one volume of this book, and it'll be very, very like fashionable, if you know what I mean. James Robinson is a brilliant writer, so I guess a lot of people might be interested in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious because Kevin Wada's going to do the interiors for it. No. I'm sorry, Kevin Wada's only doing the cover. He's the cover artist, isn't it? So they haven't really announced the interior artist. So.
But
Yeah, I got confused. Sorry, guys.
so that scene read Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
For all you women out there, she's actually a sick character who is not Magneto's daughter anymore. Next up, we have. This is very interesting because I've been collecting, Silk. It's the same team, Robbie Thompson. Does an excellent job in writing Silk. Stacey Lee is amazing in the artwork because her artwork reminds me, for some reason, it always reminds me of the old school. I don't know, Thundercats cartoon that used to come on back in the day. But it says the Sinister Silk, and it's got her robbing a bank. So what's really happening with Silk? But then again, in the last issue of Silk, she was captured by the person that kidnapped her family. So maybe there's some sort of messing with her brain to make her do what she's doing. But it just looks really nice. Silk is actually just a cool comic book to get.
Yeah, a lot of people's been raving about
Yeah.
Silk. So I'm glad she's still sticking around for post Secret Wars. The Sinister Silk.
Yeah.
Next up.
Right. This is my book. Boo. I'm not happy with this renumbering because the book just started off, man. So, Spider-Gwen issue 1, Jason Latour, writing it, the same team, Robbie Rodriguez on the artwork, and it says The Secret History of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker.
Yeah, in this universe, Peter Parker turns into a lizard. So, and he he died actually in the. If you guys read the Spider-Verse tie into Spider-Gwen, which everyone went crazy over, we all know the sort of we sort of got a glimpse of her sort of backstory. So I guess they're gonna dive into that more into this book. Same team that's been working on Spider-Gwen, so this will be fun.
Yep. Next up, Spider-Man. Well,
My boy Miles.
I like the way they've taken the title, which is Ultimate Spider, because I really hated that name. Didn't like it. But now you have, Miles Morales, Brian Bendis, Sarah Pashili doing the artwork. She's one of my favorite artists. I love her artwork. And it says, "Welcome to the Marvel Universe, Miles Morales. Hope you survive the experiences." So hopefully we're seeing a lot of team ups in this as well.
And you notice that Parker Industries is there.
So you know that it's also you see just so you know, it's a 616. Oh, it is the universe. You actually see Sam as well in the back as Captain America.
Yeah, I find that really interesting that Sam Wilson as well as Parker is at the background. So I guess those two will be mentoring him in this book, which would be really, really cool.
Nice. You got two black characters now in the Marvel universe that have taken the mantle in a way. Right. Spider-Man 2090.
Yep, they made his costume look even more 90s than it did before.
His suit looks nuts.
Yeah, Malcolm X is back. I guess he's back in the future, yeah.
Smack to the future. So he's back in his own timeline.
Yeah, my boy
happy.
Miguel.
He's
Miguel
happy.
Mahera.
He's happy. So we're going to find out what's really been happening while he has been away.
But this cover just looks like totally mad.
I reckon that cover is going to be a variant. But yeah, it's a smack into the future. Spider-Man 2090. Next up. This is, you know what, right? This just kind of blew my mind. So, Spider-Woman, and she's pregnant. Dennis Hopeless, Javier Rodriguez, Dennis Hopeless writing this. Javier Rodriguez on the artwork. It says, "Parent by day, hero by night." I don't think so.
This is the most interesting cover I've seen in a long, long time.
This will be a variant, by the way. I reckon this cover here will be a variant, or it's gonna cause a lot of controversy, like the issue of what was it, of Spider-Woman, where it got banned. No, sorry, there was a big controversy, you know. But yeah, it is probably the nuttiest cover that I've seen. Period. So we'll see what happens and who the father is.
Next up. Actually, they did say it was 8 months after, innit? So I guess.
Yep. We'll find out who it is. So parent by day, hero by night.
But I haven't been reading the book, so I don't know who they were hinting towards.
Well, I dropped it about after issue 4 or 5.
Wait, did you drop it after the whole Spider-Verse thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have picked it up after that.
No, I did. I read a few issues and that was it, man. Squadron Supreme.
Yep. Squadron Supreme, pretty much the Justice League of Marvel Universe. Just basically that's what it is.
Sole survivors of their own worlds. They'll do anything to protect this one. James Robinson writing it. Leonard Kirk, artist. And Alex Frost is doing this cover art. So we'll see who they really are when the book comes out. So that's Squadron Supreme, issue 1.
Yep.
Star-Lord. That really is Star-Lord. And feels like the first time. Feels like the very first time. So, as we know what Star-Lord is about, he's a nutty character that just relies on his wits to get him out of trouble. His personality and his overconfidence and his cheekiness. And his dance moves. Sam Humphries writing this one. Javier Garron, an artist. And David Johnson, cover artist.
This cover absolutely tells me nothing what's going on.
Yeah, me too. He's in a spacesuit.
Astronaut costume.
Yeah, sorry, astronaut costume, man. That's pretty much it. So, next up. Why did you have to renumber this book? The Mighty Four. Also Jason Aaron writing this. Russell Daltman as the artist. The flesh may be weak, but the thunder is strong. So what that means is, obviously, does she have cancer?
Yeah.
So Jane,
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster is Thor. She has cancer, but every time she becomes Thor, she becomes weaker and weaker. But she does what she does because she wants to help her, but she fights for the weak and so forth. So she's Thor for a reason. So that's coming out again, and we're gonna see what happens to Thor, the Thor, Chris Hemsworth Thor in this as well. So what's happening with him?
For Odin's son.
Yeah, that's it. Next up, The Totally Awesome Hulk by Greg Pak. I'm excited about this book because it's with Greg Pak and Frank Chow, but I'm not because it's not the Hulk. It's not Bruce Banner, sorry. So who is the Hulk? From what I was reading up, this new character actually, who is the Hulk, loves being the Hulk, which kind of spooks and scares some of the Marvel some of the Marvel heroes,
A lot of people are speculating that it could be Amadeus Cho. Because, Amadeus Cho he's the Hulk's really close friend. He's actually one of the Hulk's best friends, along with Rick. So a lot of people are saying that it could be Amadeus Cho because he's always loved the Hulk's power.
Interesting. Next up, if you haven't read anything by Greg Pak, pick up Superman Action Comics.
Greg Pak is back in the Hulk. Which
yeah,
is
man.
Interesting.
You need to read World War Hulk and Planet Hulk and World War Hulk. Get the prelude to that as well. You need to read those two books. It's amazing. Next up, The Vision. Tom King writing this. Gabriel Wata on the art. Marcus Martin, cover artist.
You see me, I love The Vision. I absolutely love The Vision. I think The Vision's a fantastic character.
He is, man.
You got Tom King writing the book. Tom King, he's the same writer. Whoever I told you, he was a CIA guy for DC. Well, not for DC. He was writing DC's books, and he wrote the Omega Men, the book I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so apparently this book's gonna be the Vision trying to acclimate himself into a family or in the urban, basically like the white picket fence.
This is a bold new vision for the Marvel Universe, so watch out for that.
So, Tom King.
Next up, Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Gary Duggan, Ryan Stegman. Do you like Stegman's artwork? It says
Ryan Stegman.
Stegman. My bad. Fighting for humanity, inhumanity, mutants, and Deadpool.
Joey Dugan. You remember Ryan Stegman from Superior, right?
Yeah. Pretty good.
This is the new Uncanny Avengers. Rogue, Brother Voodoo, as well as Quicksilver are staying behind. So they're bringing in Cap. Well, not Cap, I guess. Steve Rogers, Spider-Man, Human Torch. I don't know who that lady is, as well as.
It's like Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue's behind Deadpool.
Interesting. And the Torch, the Human Torch.
Yeah. Deadpool's back. This is the first time Deadpool's going to be an Avenger.
Yeah.
So this is very interesting. I don't think he's ever been an Avenger.
Nope.
He'll be excited to be in Deadpool and Spider-Man on the same team. I just realized. Oh my! And Quicksilver, and Human Torch. Those 4 characters alone.
It's mad, isn't it?
Together in one room. I just realized it.
Quicksilver, right.
The amount of banter there's going to be. Yeah, Jerry Dugan, of course.
Alright, let's go. Next up, Uncanny Inhumans, which is a team that doesn't really make any sense.
Sorry, I just have to go back to that Uncanny Avengers. Spider-Man, Quicksilver, Deadpool, and Human Torch in one team. The amount of banter that's going to be going on in this book. I have to read the first issue to see what's going on. I have to. Anyway, sorry. Uncanny Inhumans.
Written by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven. Sorry. Art by Steve McNiven, and it says the silence is broken. And here you have Black Bolt, Medusa, Beast, Human Torch, and the other two characters I've totally forgotten who they are, man. It's bad because I read the book as well. I read it. Interesting team.
That book is going to be like, because Steve McNiven, his art is like, he's like one of the best artists. Like where it's just his art is just. But the thing is, he's known to be really slow.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll see.
He remember he done the Death of Wolverine.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know his art is deep.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Next up, Uncanny X-Men, one of my favorite books, is getting rebooted, and Gullum Bunn writing this. Greg Land is artwork. So far, I can see Magneto, Sabretooth, Psylocke, Mystique. Who's the guy with the gun?
Phantom X.
Okay. It says bigger threats require more threatening X-Men. So it looks like this is the new X-Men.
You know, this book here, I really want to read it because I love all of these characters, except for the artist Greg Land. I can't deal with his art. I can't do it.
Well, I'm gonna pick up because I love Psylocke, and her Mystique in one room is gonna be nuts. So it's gonna be cool. But yeah, people, that's
and Magneto as well.
Yeah, man. That's what we need is Magneto. It's over.
It looks like Magneto's back in his old
helmet.
Costume. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely picking this up.
But Greg Land.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I can do it, bro. I don't know.
We'll see, man. Next, Venom Space Knight. Looks like he's running around helping people in outer space. Robbie Thompson's writing this. Artist Ariel Olivati. Ugh. So sometimes a hero needs a little space. So it looks like he's having his own solo book as usual. Should be interesting. He's been upgraded. If you've been reading Guardians, his suit's been upgraded. His symbiote's been upgraded a lot to something else very powerful. So that's Venom Space Knight. Moving along, next is
Web Warriors,
which pretty much consists of every web person you can think of. Spider-Man.
It's got Spider-Man Noir. It's got Gwen, Spider-Gwen. It's got Spider-Girl.
And they're defending the Spider-Verse. That's all you need to know.
Was Spider-Verse really that great?
It was alright for a Spider-Man event, but we'll see what's happening in this one. Mike Costa's writing this. David Balladon is the artist. Julian Tornito Tedesco is doing the cover artist. Sorry, is the cover artist on this one. So we'll see. Next up, this is the one I've actually been looking forward to.
Yep, me too.
Getting it.
I'm getting it.
The Ultimates.
I thought you hated the name Ultimate.
Well, there's someone in there that you have 3 black characters. 4 actually. One's a light. Or light skin, I don't know. But you have the Black Panther.
She's Puerto Rican. She's I guess Hispanic.
Ultimate problems need ultimate solutions. So the only person I know from here is the Black Panther and Captain Marvel. Who's the other 3?
You got Monica Rambeau. She's the one that's floating. You got Blue Marvel. He's the guy in the middle. And you got Miss America. And you got Galactus, part of this team. So there you go. With Miss Marvel, of course.
It's over.
Game over, innit? Game over.
Right. Next up. That's it. We're done.
Game over.
We're actually done. Like, we went through 45.
Yeah, they saved the best to last. Ultimate problems need ultimate solutions.
That is going to be a very interesting book, people.
Because these guys are all powerhouses. Monica Rambeau is a powerhouse. Blue Marvel,
Galactus.
He's like the think of Superman. That's who he is basically.
Superman.
Yeah.
So what is he on the same level as Gladiator from the Shi'ar Empire, the Galactic god?
He's probably stronger.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah, Blue Marvel. He's an old school character. And Miss Marvel, Miss America, sorry, she's also pretty strong as well. She's bulletproof. She can fly. The only, basically, the weakest person out of this team is Black Panther. And Black Panther, he's sort of, you can't. He's the guy that can take out all of them anyway, even though they got powers. He's that guy.
Just to let people know, that Black Panther is actually one of the smartest guys out there.
Yeah, he's one of the smartest
He's
Marvel characters.
he's smarter than Tony Stark, then Bruce Banner, then Richards. He's actually the smartest one. So his mind will Black Panther, man. Black Panther. Oh, can't wait. And you got
Kenneth,
Galactus right there.
yeah, it's like they're his herald. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Basically, that's his. I'm gonna have to post this on my Facebook because this is pretty much the nuttiest thing I've seen so far. Before I forget, they released a new image of Deadpool from the movie, him holding the guns. I forgot to say that at the beginning. And they interviewed Kevin Feige again about that. Is the Black Panther going to be the Black Panther when he's introduced into Civil War? And he was like, well, can't really say that now, can I? So, just to let you know, no one has been confirmed if he is going to be the Black Panther when he's in Civil War, but I think what's confirmed is a lot of vibranium will be involved in the movie. Also, Vincent Paizia, he's had talks with Marvel about maybe an upcoming role. No one knows what it is, but he's actually had talks. It could be something. It could be something big. Maybe it's nothing. But he's had talks with Marvel. But yeah, I am definitely going to be getting this with Elwing writing this. You can expect a bit of comedy and humor, and basically, it's what you're saying is right because it looks like because there is heralds in a way. So yeah,
Yeah, Galactus is back. I mean, that's something to note as well.
you can't mess with Galactus.
Oh, this team though, powerhouse.
That's what they should call it, powerhouse.
The fact that they're calling it Ultimates, that's just like lets you know, innit?
Hopefully, this book will continue and not be cancelled.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for so far. Anyway, there's gonna be more books listed coming
Yes.
up, but so far so good from Marvel.
Yeah, man. It is a very, very interesting. The last few weeks have been nothing but Marvel with Secret Wars, the tie-ins, and whatnot. But like I said, I'm also loving the DC as well. Batman and Superman. I'm loving those arcs they're writing right now, and I'm looking forward to what new, you know, what new news, what new bits DC are.
Just really quickly, yeah, what books do you want from the next sort of lineup that Marvel's going to release?
Right, let
Just
me
real
just
quick.
hit this X button. Okay, I would say Agents of Shield, all new different Avengers, Amazing Spider-Man, Astonishing Ant-Man, maybe Contest of Champions, definitely Daredevil, Doctor Strange. I'll give Drax a try. Guardians of the Galaxy I'll be collecting anyway. Illuminati, I'll give Iron Man a go as well. Definitely Karnak, Miss Marvel. No. Old Man Logan. Sam Wilson, Captain America. Yeah, I'll give that a go as well. See what that's saying. Silk, definitely. Spider-Gwen. Miles Morales. 2090, maybe. Spider-Woman just to see why she's pregnant. Nope. Thor, I'm still the Mighty Thor, I'll still be collecting it. Hulk. Uncanny X-Men's a definite. and the Ultimates.
Wow. Do you know how many that is?
Yeah, I know, but I hopefully won't like some of them. Hopefully, and I'll be. That's why I cut back on so many books.
Yeah.
But basically, that's the books. That's the books for me.
Yeah. For me, I guess I listed down all new or different Avengers. Also, I'm still going through the list. Doctor Strange, maybe. Extraordinary X-Men, definitely. Karnak, maybe. Old Man Logan, definitely. Sam Wilson, yep. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, maybe. Vision, maybe. Uncanny Avengers, yeah. X-Men.
Say that again. You're cutting up.
Uncanny X-Men, maybe.
Yeah.
And Web Warriors. Ultimates 1, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
On my list.
What about X-23?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But there's no Ghost Rider, there's no Punisher, there's no Black Widow, I'm still waiting for a Black Panther book.
Well, looks like they're gonna be announcing more characters because they haven't cancelled Black Widow. So
No Loki book, no Magneto book.
they'll be announcing much more titles, I guarantee you, as time goes by.
And Fantastic Four, nothing of them.
Good. Don't like them.
I don't think. A lot of people were saying that X-Men was going to go away, but X-Men's here to stay. So, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't think Fantastic Four is going away so soon. Because Sue and Reed Richards, they're nowhere to be found. So there could be a Fantastic Four with Sue and Richard, as well as Franklin and Valeria. Maybe they could be the new Fantastic Four. Their kids. So they'll be one family.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see.
But yeah, we knew that the Marvel stuff was going to take the good chunk of the show.
Yep, it's taken 2 hours.
Yeah.
So just watch out for the next few weeks. For the UK, we'll be getting Ant-Man. I'll be watching that. Or we'll be watching it still. Bring on the popcorn and the nachos. And no more IMAX cinemas.
But yeah, you guys, let us know which books you'll be picking up.
Yeah, man. Let us know. Tweet me at... Oh, I got my Twitter. Tweet me at CAVADJ. Or tweet us at 2 British Nerds with a Z.
Yeah, or you can reach me at Shika1Dude. Email us at 2BritishNerds@gmail.com. You know, let us know your thoughts, what you're excited about. We should be getting a special guest in pretty soon. Not necessarily a celebrity guest, but just, you know, it'd be good to add a few more voices on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm working on the guests and the celebrities and the artists and the writers, so hopefully soon we'll be getting somebody. Hopefully by soon we'll be getting some people in. So yeah, watch out for that, man.
Alright, guys, thanks for sticking around with us, guys.
All right, we'll
Really
see you
appreciate
guys next week, and yeah, man, hit us up and check out the Facebook page, which I should be updating in a sec.
Yeah.
So that's 2 British Nerds, and pick up Secret Wars and read it.
Yeah, and definitely pick up Action Comics 42. Even though you're not reading the full run, but at least pick up that book, as you know.
Yeah, pick up Batman 42, which is out next week as well. For all you Batman fans, because it's a really, really, really good jumping on point, and it's a really, really good book. So I'm definitely on it. Yeah, man. With that being said, people, we'll see you guys, and this podcast will be actually going up early today, so we're going up soon. So watch out for your. Oh yeah, like I said, subscribe. We're on your iTunes. So if you got a podcast app on your iDevices, just search Two British Nerds, subscribe, and then you'll get us on a weekly basis. As soon as it uploads, you guys will be getting it. Also, the YouTube page, Two British Nerds, which I need to really update because I forgot to upload last week's show, which I'll be doing today, and updating this week's show. So check out the web page as well. And one of the big comics you have to pick up, regardless if you're a DC fan or whatever fan, get a copy of X-Men 92 because we all love the X-Men comic. Sorry, the cartoon. So pick it up. And yeah, that's basically it. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace, guys.
Peace. Bye.